Hello, everyone. Welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Welcome to the bold and the beautiful daily YAPP, your after program ponderings for a quick, and by that, I mean you're already halfway done, recap of the most amazing or what the heck did we just watch moments on today's episode. Let's get to it. What happened on the bold and the beautiful? Yes, Will and Electra are now enjoying bliss at the Spencer Beach house, which we thought was weird when we first heard Bill would be giving this abode to his youngest son. At least Liam was the first to call out the obvious. Will was now going to live in the place where Luna's summer massacre took place. Isn't that immediately bringing bad luck right out of the gate? That is what several other people have asked, including Brooke and Donna. Well, Katie has the answer. It's been deep cleaned and smudged with sage, so that's enough. Everything's fine. No worries at all. Sure, Jan. Obviously, there is plenty to worry about. While Will and Electra revel in their idyllic little beach life, their problems are just beginning. Lunatic Luna has escaped jail in a laundry cart, 'cause why the heck not turn this plot into a bad B movie or a production of thoroughly modern Millie? Surely, she will make a beeline to the beach house ASAP, considering she knows Will is living there now. Who wants to guess she will disguise herself with a big straw hat and sunglasses as she showers outside on Will's deck? Electra will tell their uninvited guest to leave and then, oh no, peril. It's coming, as we saw in the preview, so we may as well get it over with, right? Want more details? We got you. Soap Central has the best full B&B recaps on the internet. You can even go back over 30 years and read each and every one of them. If you can't wait until the next episode, we have daily spoilers too. And whatever you do this weekend, do not. Seriously, do not. Forget to read the 2 scoops for some laughs. Hey, admit it, we're funny in the as close as we can come to being a watching party without actually being a show. And the best part is if you agree or disagree, we want to know. As always, share your comments below. The November 14th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful didn't just bring drama, it delivered anvils. One after another, they seemed to fall directly on the heads of the Logan and Spencer clans, shaking up storylines, unraveling illusions, and setting the stage for twists no one coming. From disintegrating trust to unexpected confrontations, this episode had the emotional velocity of a full mid-season finale, even though it was just another day in LA's most dramatic fashion dynasty. This creative recap dives deep into every explosive moment, lifting characters' inner thoughts, expanding tension, and capturing the emotional storms swirling through the Forrester-Logan Spencer world. A morning that starts too quiet. The Logan mansion, usually alive with Brooke's bright optimism and Hope's soft laughter, felt gray as dawn struggled to break through. Even the California sun couldn't quite chase away the heavy mood hanging over the household. Brooke wandered through her living room with a cup of coffee she didn't touch. She kept staring out the window as though waiting for something or someone to appear and give her clarity. But clarity wasn't coming. Only more anvils. Hope stepped downstairs, quiet, tired, and emotionally worn out. Her eyes had that searching look, the kind a woman has when she's lost something she can't quite name. Ever since her world with Thomas shattered and Liam's presence grew more confusing, she'd lived in a fog. "Mom," Hope said softly. Brooke looked over, reading the worry instantly. She could always read her daughter, but today the weight Hope carried seemed heavier, sharper. "Rough night?" Brooke asked. Hope swallowed. "Feels like everything is spinning again. No matter what I do, I end up hurting someone." Brooke set her coffee down. "You're not responsible for everyone's happiness, Hope." But Hope didn't look convinced. And the moment a text alert pinged from her phone, her entire body tightened. Brooke noticed, of course. "Who is it?" Brooke asked. Hope checked the screen. Her heart sank. "Liam." And it begins. Another falling anvil. Liam's mission, confrontation wrapped in concern, At Spencer Publications, the pace was frenetic, but Liam wasn't focused on business. He paced around his office like a man preparing for both a battle and an apology. Bill had already left for a meeting, leaving Liam to stew in his thoughts. He replayed everything: the betrayals, the heartbreak, the arguments, the promises, Hope's choices with Thomas, his own mistakes, their daughter caught in the middle. But today Liam wasn't calling Hope to rehash the past. Today he had news, urgent news, and he wouldn't sugarcoat it. He texted her, "We need to talk. It's important." When she didn't answer right away, he tried calling. No pickup. He exhaled sharply. "Come on, Hope." Just then, Wyatt stepped into Liam's office, casual but noticing the storm brewing. "What happened now?" Wyatt asked. Liam rubbed his forehead. "I've got something serious to tell Hope, something she needs to know, and I'm not waiting anymore." Wyatt's eyebrows climbed. "Please tell me this isn't about Thomas again." "It is," Liam said, "but not in the way you think." Wyatt crossed his arms. "You sure you're ready for the fallout? Every time you bring up Thomas, Hope sees it as you undermining her." Liam shook his head. "This isn't about jealousy. This is about danger." Wyatt went still. Liam didn't say more, but the worry was enough to tell Wyatt this wasn't another ex-husband rant. At Forrester Creations, Ridge senses trouble brewing. Up at Forrester Creations, the vibe was the opposite: buzzing, glamorous, and focused on the aftermath of the couture preview. Ridge walked into the executive office, reviewing design notes, but Beverly from PR knocked before he could settle. "Ridge, the media is asking about Thomas again," she said, hesitant. Ridge's jaw clenched. "What now?" "They want comment on rumors. Rumors tied to the incident in Paris." Ridge froze for a moment. "That story was closed," he said firmly. "So we thought," Beverly replied. "Another Anvil." Ridge dismissed her gently, then called Carter immediately. "Find out who reopened those rumors. I want answers by noon." But even as Ridge spoke, there was a sinking feeling in his chest, because he knew Liam had been stirring, pressing, watching Thomas like a hawk. And if Liam had found something new, something substantial, everything could explode. A collision course. Hope meets Liam. Hope eventually left the Logan house and drove to Spencer Publications, anxiety building with each mile. By the time she stepped off the elevator, Liam was already waiting by his office door. "Hope," he said. His tone was serious, too serious. She braced herself. "What's so urgent, Liam?" He exhaled. "It's about Thomas." Hope looked away. "Liam, please," he cut in. "Don't shut down yet. Just hear me out." Hope nodded reluctantly and stepped inside. Liam closed the door. "There's something you don't know," he said carefully. "Something that affects you. And Douglas." She stopped breathing. Liam continued, "I have reason to believe Thomas hasn't been honest about everything that happened in Paris." Hope blinked. "Liam, please, don't do this again. I'm not attacking him. I'm telling you what I found out." Hope sank into a chair. The last thing she wanted was another battle about Thomas. But Liam wasn't letting this go. "What did you find?" she finally asked. Liam walked slowly to his desk and picked up a folder, thick, stuffed with documents and screenshots. "Proof," he said. Hope didn't take it. Her hands trembled. "Brooke faces her own Anvil. Ridge's warnings." Back at home, Brooke tried distracting herself, but her phone rang. "Ridge." She answered quickly. "Hi, honey." "Logan," Ridge said, tense. "We may have a problem." "What kind of problem?" "Something's stirring about Thomas again." Media chatter. "Someone reopened the Paris file." Brooke went still. "Ridge." Hope went to see Liam. Ridge cursed softly under his breath. "Then this is going to get worse before it gets better." "Do you think Liam is behind the rumors?" Brooke asked. "I don't know," Ridge said. "But he's definitely involved." Brooke walked slowly to the window. "Hope can't take another emotional blow." Ridge answered gently. "Then we need to brace her." But the saddest part? Brooke wasn't sure if Hope wanted to be braced. She was trying so hard to stand on her own, but the Anvils kept coming. Dollar Bill puts pieces together. Meanwhile, Bill finished his meeting early and returned to the building. He noticed Hope's car in the parking garage, and something clicked. He marched straight to Liam's office. The door was closed, but he pushed it open anyway. "Liam, what's going on?" Hope jumped slightly. Liam rubbed his forehead. "Chat, please." "Not right now." Bill read the room quickly. Documents on the desk. Hope shaken. Liam intense. "Let me guess," Bill said. "This is about Thomas." "Dad," Liam warned. Bill ignored him and looked at Hope. "You deserve the truth, and my son is trying to give it to you, even if it hurts." Hope bit her lip, overwhelmed. "What truth?" Bill sat on the edge of the desk. "The kind that could change everything you think you know about Thomas's time in Paris." Liam shot him a glare, but Bill squeezed his shoulder in solidarity. "This is the part you're not going to like, Hope," Bill said softly, "but you need to hear it before the rest of the world does." Hope's stomach dropped. Hope finally opens the folder. The air felt thick as Liam set the folder in front of her again. Hope slowly placed her trembling hands on it. "Just read," Liam said. She opened it, and her expression shifted instantly. Shock, hurt, confusion. "What is this?" she whispered. "Evidence," Liam said. "Real evidence." Thomas wasn't entirely upfront about the timeline or the situation, and someone is leaking pieces of it to the press. Hope's hands tightened on the file. No, Thomas wouldn't. But even she didn't sound sure. Bill spoke gently. "Hope, this isn't about villainizing Thomas. This is about protecting you and your son." Hope closed the folder abruptly, shaking her head. I need air." She stood up. "Hope," Liam reached for her. "Don't," she whispered, and she left the office before either man could follow. Steffi learns of the explosion. Meanwhile, at Forrester, Steffi was finalizing new designs when Ridge walked in, tense. "Dad?" she asked. "What's wrong?" "Something big is happening," Ridge said. "About your brother." Steffi stood quickly. "What happened?" "Rumors from Paris resurfaced," Ridge explained, "and Hope just met with Liam." Steffi inhaled sharply. "Liam is stirring things again?" "Not stirring," Ridge corrected. "He may have something real." Steffi frowned deeply. "No, Thomas wouldn't hide anything from me." But even as she denied it, a sliver of doubt sliced through her. She loved her brother, but she also knew what he was capable of.